It's another exciting week of self-publishing news, and if you happen to have tuned into my main channel on YouTube, you probably found out the news that KDP rolled out some news about artificial intelligence, where they stand about it, and how authors need to start declaring whether or not they're using AI generation. But there's been some confusion when it comes to AI generation and AI assistance. That's not all the news, though, because Findaway Voices has got a nice little promo coming out. Streetlib's working with Kobo on another promo. And there's also some more details that I would love to share with you all into today's self-publishing news for September the 11th, 2023. Let's jump right on into things. And the very first thing I want to share with you is the sponsors of this broadcast, Dibly Create. They have been fantastic in supporting this podcast and will continue to be the sponsors for this podcast for the next few months. And more recently, they announced to me that you can actually try Pro for free. You can get professional access for 7 days. It's a limited time offer. This will include things like the Amazon Researcher, analyze your competitors and see exactly what customers are saying about them, book outline generator, book description generator, content summarizer, which, by the way, they just released a really cool feature about this over the past weekend with the content summarizer. You can take a YouTube link, drop it into the content summarizer, and it'll actually spit out that. You can use just about any URL to get any type of digestible insights. To get more details about Dibly Create, visit my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/diblycreate. Let's move on over here to another service. I've brought this up time and again. If you are going to share your book, do not share just a single link that goes to a single Amazon platform. As a for instance, you do not want to just get amazon.com/whatever your book is, wherever it's located. Because the problem is, if you're sharing this online and someone from another region clicks on that or visits that, they're going to go to the US region and are going to be unable to buy your book. There's going to be some friction. And let's face it, most people aren't going to bother looking up for it inside their own native region. They're not going to think, oh, well, I'm in the UK. This is .com, so that's the US. Well, let me see if I can find the book over here. No, that's why I always tell people use a universal book link. Highly recommend it. There is a free service called Books to Read that you can utilize. That's available through Drafted Digital. Or my preferred one is Genius Link. Genius Link is fantastic. And more recently, they just announced that they have a new feature called Disable Affiliation. While this feature may sound counterintuitive, we want to ensure that our clients can always stay compliant no matter where they share a link. For example, in some cases, creators may want to disable affiliation on a link while still taking advantage of everything else Genius Link has to offer. This is most common with authors and musicians sharing their books and music in offline media, paid ads, or in private social media groups. Using an affiliated link in these contexts can result in the termination of one's Amazon Associates account. So you want to make sure that you be very, very careful about that. If you do not have Genius Link, it runs about $5 per month. I get that for myself. That's at dalelinks.com/genius. That is an affiliate link. You can go ahead and utilize that. But if you don't want to spend the $5 per month and you're just strictly advertising your books, you can still use Books to Read either way. All right, moving a little further forward, coming from the fine folks over at Findaway Voices, they are looking for submissions for their fourth quarter for discounted audiobooks. We're seeking discounts at least 25% of the current retail price to pitch to Spotify, Barnes & Noble, Chirp, Apple, and Google Play. To be considered, please fill out the form. Discounts will apply from October the 1st to December the 31st. It is a little bit of a painstaking process. I really wish that they would have some type of a button that we can just click on each of our products on Findaway Voices to just submit it, but you actually have to go through and copy and paste title, author, ISBN, all that type of stuff into there. It's a little bit of a pain. I have not had it picked up for submissions yet, but that doesn't mean that it won't work for you. So I'd recommend that if you're distributing through Findaway Voices, consider submitting these for a discount. So moving a little further forward, those of you that want to learn a little bit more about Amazon ads, they're actually having an Amazon Ads Holiday Summit on September the 26th. Learn sponsored ad tips and tactics to help unlock your brand's potential this holiday season. The event starts at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That would probably be noon Eastern Standard Time. I highly recommend, if you're in a position that you're like, okay, I'm losing money, or I don't get Amazon ads, or I don't afford to do this, what I would say is go get as much as their free information as you possibly can, because not only will you learn a lot about the ads platform, but you'll also learn about Amazon as a marketplace. I've learned a ton of information through their Amazon advertising certification courses. I highly recommend take those as well. But I'd say as a primer, at least go to this Amazon Ad Holiday Summit so you can get yourself ready for the rush of Q4. If you've never been into Q4 before, that's the last 3 months of a sales year. It can be really magnificent, and you're going to see a lot more sales during this time of year. If you do not see more sales during this time of year, you're doing something wrong, because there are a significant amount more sales during that time. All right, let's move a little further forward over to Reedsy. Reedsy is going to be doing a first line frenzy number 12. An editor reviews your opening line. Editor Rebecca Heyman reviews opening lines submitted by viewers. This takes place on Wednesday, September the 13th from 2 to 3 p.m. It's 100% free. They're not going to upsell you on anything. It is a fantastic way to learn a little bit. And even if you don't want to submit, you can always learn something by attending the event. Highly recommend anything that Reedsy puts together. Go check them out. Alrighty, this past week, I actually brought up something, this was on Thursday, I believe, that KDP officially announced that they are collecting information about AI-generated content. Now, collecting information is the exact words they're using. Amazon's collecting information about the use of artificial intelligence tools in creating content. This collecting of information, though, goes a little deeper, because if you do not properly declare whether or not you used AI generation in your content, this could actually lead you to some really bad situations. And it would put you in violation of the content guidelines. Now, to be clear, AI generation and AI assistance are two different things. So if you happen to be a person that's using, say, Pro Writing Aid and using the rephrase feature, fantastic. Let's say that you're using some type of you get a character profile whipped together, or you do a character interview or something like that. You're not utilizing all of that content generated by AI for your writing, then that's assistance. But when you're using it for some capacity that AI is creating it for you, you're not doing much human intervention, that's where they're going to want you to disclose. And this includes text, this includes art, and it includes translations as well. And a lot of people were kind of confused, and some people were like, oh, does that mean that if I've got an image on my cover that is AI created, do I need to disclose it? Yes, you do. Do you need to retroactively go back and fix any of your listings? No, you don't. But if you do go back through and update that listing for whatever reason, you do need to declare whether or not it is AI generated content. They are okay with you publishing AI content. They even say it inside their little FAQ that they're okay with you doing that. And by the way, I got some links to some of these articles and of course this past broadcast you can check out. But addition of AI questions to KDP publishing process, we're actively monitoring the rapid evolution of generative AI and the impact it's having on reading, writing, and publishing. We remain committed to providing the best possible shopping, reading, and publishing experience for authors and customers. To that end, beginning today, when you publish a new title or make edits to and republish an existing title through KDP, you'll be asked whether your content is AI generated. All right. As always, whether publishers make use of AI technologies or not, all books in our store must adhere to KDP content guidelines, including the requirement that you accurately inform us when content is AI generated. Now, of course, in the second portion of this in content guidelines, if you scroll a little further down, artificial intelligence, it draws the distinction between generated and assisted. I kind of gave you a good overview. What I recommend is go look at that piece. But it is a very interesting time that we're in right now. And a lot of people are crossing their arms going, I'm anti-AI. AI is horrible. It's the worst thing in the world. Blah, 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 blah. That's fine. You could stay at that stance if you want to. But at the end of the day, you notice that KDP is okay with this. And not one point have they said that it's going to land your account in hot water. So if you're publishing AI content by way of KDP, it's okay. Relax. There's no other self-publishing platform doing this right now. They're not acknowledging AI just yet. So it'll be interesting to see how this kind of the rippling effect that happens across the whole self-publishing business. I want to give a big shout out to the folks over at Laterpress. Laterpress is a self-publishing platform that you can utilize for distributing your ebooks, and you can keep 100% of your profits. And if Laterpress does a referral, they take 5% of your profit. It's probably one of the best ways to self-publish your ebooks because you're going to get the most profit possible. But they actually had highlighted a piece, not only just about the AI through KDP, but also that Kickstarter actually had announced in late August that they have a policy on AI content creation. To be clear, our new policy does not ban the use of AI in Kickstarter projects. However, we want to make sure that any project that is funded through Kickstarter includes human creative input and properly credits and obtains permission for any artist's work that is references. The policy requires creators to be transparent and specific about how they use AI in their projects, because when we're all on the same page about what a project entails, it builds trust and sets the project up for the success. Beginning August 29th, if AI is a part of a creator's project, they will be prompted in the project submission process to share details about how they leverage AI. Here's a summary of our upcoming policy. They say, to be allowed on Kickstarter, projects utilizing AI tools for generated images and text or any other output must disclose relevant details in their project page, and project developing AI technology tools or software must disclose information about any databases and data the creator intends to use. So this is very important information if you happen to be utilizing Kickstarter, which I plan on here very, very soon for a 6-book series I'm planning on launching. You'll want to get yourself in the know about something like this. Let's move a little further forward. The fine folks over at Ingram Spark, I think they felt me kind of casting some shade at them here more recently. They decided they're going to go ahead and kick you a little bit of something. They said, we have a special offer for you. For you, that's right. Revise your book for free using promo code FORYOU. That's in all capital letters, FORYOU. This offer expires September 30th. So if you've been holding off on updating a manuscript because it costs $25 to do an update on a manuscript that after it's 60 days after publishing, that typically is $25. They're like, hey, if you need to make an update, here's a code, go ahead and use it. So that is really, really cool. Big kudos to Ingram Spark. I appreciate you guys for sure. Let's move a little further forward to the self-publishing distribution platform called StreetLib. They're an aggregate distributor. They actually have promotional opportunities available through Kobo. So if you happen to be utilizing Kobo Writing Life, there's a good chance this might be available inside your dashboard as well. They said, we have a new exciting Kobo promo for you. We'll feature content promotionally priced at $5 and under. This promo includes email on October 5th or 6th, deal banners in Canada and USA, or the duration of the promo. To participate, all you need to do is fill out the form. There's a nice little form that you can go ahead and drop in there. Kobo 500 under $5 promotion. I think I might actually take advantage of that one there. And going a little further forward to another self-publishing distribution platform, Lulu is going to be putting together a webinar, if you will. It's a workshop more than anything because they're really not going to sell you on anything. Unique gifts for all your holiday guests. This one's actually going to be hosted by a good friend of mine, Chelsea Bennett, to let your friends and family this holiday with custom gifts that they can't find anywhere else. In this webinar, we'll show you how to use Lulu to create one-of-a-kind notebooks, journals, planners, and calendars using Lulu's free templates and cover creator. There are a lot of people that have been super miffed about KDP as of late, especially when it comes to low content books. Go to Lulu. Lulu has been supporting low content and no content books. And for those of you out there, this makes me cringe to say it, medium content books, even though it's just a low content book. They have been embracing this since day one. They are okay with you distributing low content books, and they even say it here. So what I would recommend is if you want to learn a little bit more about unique gifts for all your holiday guests, that is going to be a webinar on Wednesday, September 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Seems like everybody's doing something on Wednesday. And hey, I want to give you a big shout out and let you know that the selfpublishinghub.com, that is my video on demand service. I just rolled out a new mini course called How to Write a Book in 48 Hours. This is the most latest video series. In fact, actually, I haven't done a video series in a couple years. So this is the most recent video series that I've done. It is really good. You could sit down and watch the entire thing at your lunchtime tomorrow if you wanted to. But you can get access to this when you become a member at theselfpublishinghub.com. Don't forget theselfpublishinghub.com. It's $9.99 per month. You can start it whenever you want and cancel whenever you like. It's kind of like Netflix, but for self-publishing. I've got hundreds of videos and hours of footage you can go through. And of course, this new course, it's exclusive to the selfpublishinghub.com. And last but not least, of course, I want to let you know that we're still kind of at a standstill when it comes to the MBL Premium book cover design package. I'm waiting on this previous video to wrap up, so that way I can produce this and send it on out there, and we can make it official that the MBL Premium book cover design package giveaway is currently happening, and I'll have hopefully a deadline relatively soon. It says 10 days, folks. It's probably going to get pushed out again. I want to give everybody a chance to get themselves into this giveaway, and it's free to do, folks. If you do visit dalelinks.com/giveaway and you enter for a chance to win this, make sure that you confirm your entry. If you don't see a confirmation as soon as you do your first entry, check your spam folder. You're looking for something from King Sumo. You have to confirm, because otherwise King Sumo thinks that it's just a bot and they just toss your stuff out. So that's all the news for self-publishing. What did you think about some of these items? Did I miss anything in particular? Let me know over inside Discord. The Discord community is continuing to grow. We actually broke over 900 active members over on Discord. And why don't you become part of the first 1,000 if you visit dalelinks.com/Discord and ping me on in there if you let me know what you think about today's self-publishing news. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll catch you next week. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Special shout out to my channel members for both the podcast channel and the main channel. Without your support, some projects we do at Self-Publishing with Dale would be much harder to fund. If you want to contribute to the cause, visit dalelinks.com/memberships for details and get your on-screen shout out at the end of each broadcast. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you soon.